crispy smoked chicken wings on the pellet grill. For our crispy smoked chicken wings, we are going to get started here. We're fighting the wind today. We are in Kansas. Interesting tidbit. Kansas, the name Kansas comes from the Native American tribe, the Kansa tribe, which translates to people of the south wind. So we're fighting the south wind today, but we're going to persevere. We're going to get through this, and so we're going to get started on these wings. First thing we need to do is get them dried off. I'm going to grab a rack so that we can put them on the rack. As you can see, it's pretty juicy inside the pan there. I have some Traeger butcher paper that I got for Christmas that I thought that would help soak up some of it, but it's still pretty juicy. So we're gonna pat the tops down of all of these. You want to make sure that your wings are dry. Get all that moisture out of there. This moisture is kind of the killer to crispy wings, so we're gonna just try and get as much of that moisture off of there as we can. With this wind the way it is, they'll probably dry out pretty quick, but they're not going to dry out, they're going to dry off. But we just want to make sure we get all of these wings patted as dry as we can. By the way, we're using 2.5 pounds of first and second chicken wing sections, the jumbo kind, so we should have some nice big crispy smoky chicken wings. They are very juicy, so we want to make sure we get them all dried off. I'm going to have to get another towel and take another run at these. They're still pretty juicy. That's all right. We'll get them patted down here and move on to the next step. All right, I'm going to go get another paper towel. All right, let's continue to get these patted off, patted down dry. It's hard to get crispy chicken wings on the smoker. There's a couple things you got to do. High temp. It's kind of the opposite of what we usually do, low and slow. We're not doing low and slow today. We're going to set the Traeger at about 375, and we are using hickory pellets today. And I'm going to try something a little different along with that. I'll show you that here in a little bit. They are juicy. Okay, let's let those continue to get a little more dried off. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. So one of the complaints with doing this at a high temp and a quicker speed is you don't get a lot of that smoke flavor to it. So we're going to try something that I've been wanting to do. We're going to use a smoke ring filled with some more of the hickory pellets. We're going to just put that right in the grill with behind the chicken, kind of impart a little more of that, hopefully impart a little more of that smoky flavor into the wings. We'll do that next. You want to be sure and watch all the way to the end of this video, where I'll give you a sneak peek at our Mojito Style Wine. All right, while those are continuing to air dry a little bit, the next thing we need to do is mix up our seasoning, our rubs. So we've got, today we're going to use Stubbs chicken spice rub, and we're going to add a little spice to it. We're going to do Tony C's Creole seasoning. So what we've got there is about 4 tablespoons of the chicken seasoning. And look at that, half of it's going to go to nature with the wind here. That's why I had that board here, cutting board. 2 tablespoons of the Tony C's. And Another thing we're going to do to add some crispiness to that is about 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. That will help crisp up those wings and the skin real nice. So we'll just get this mixed up here real good, and then we'll get it on the wings. And I'm going to cover that up again for now so we don't put it all out to the Mother Nature. To get the seasoning on the wings, we are going to put about half of it in the bowl, the mixing bowl. About half of it in there. Sorry, I got to keep it down low so the wind doesn't get it. Can't really always pick our shooting weather, so and then we're just going to throw our wings in there. Not literally throw them all over the place, Mike. Get those kind of mixed up there, and then we're going to put the rest of our seasoning in there. And just get those all coated real good. Make sure we get that seasoning and rub all over in every nook and cranny. Impart some of that nice flavor in there. All right, so then we're going to just lay these back out on the grill here. Oh, they smell good. That seasoning, that Tony C's, gives it a nice little kick. And what we're going to do, we're going to run these at, again, 375 for about 20 minutes, and then we'll check temperature. We want to get them up to 165 to 170, and then we'll flip them over, give them another 15-20 minutes to crisp them up on both sides, and then we'll enjoy them. I'll be right back when the Traeger is up to temp. All right, for this smoke ring, we just want to get those pellets lit a little bit. I'm gonna move my hand down, I'm gonna burn my hand. It's gonna be tricky with this wind, but just want to get them started, get them glowing a little bit, and then we just lay it in there and let them do their thing. Okay, we got our temp up to 375, so we can get our wings on there. I'm using these racks to help get the chicken up above the, get it off of the burner pan a little bit so that it doesn't just burn them, that heat plate. All right, we're going to put them in there for about 20 minutes, and we'll be back to check on them. While we're waiting on those wings, I decided, you know what? I like buffalo style wings, so we're going to make some buffalo sauce, and we're just going to use Frank's Red Hot Original, 2 tablespoons of butter, some red pepper flakes, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and a little bit of garlic. So let's just go ahead and get that started. Got us a good helping of Frank's. And then we're going to put, just a, I don't know, a teaspoon, maybe half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. We don't want it too flaming hot. A little bit of cayenne pepper, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, and then a little bit of garlic, just a few pinches. I think we need a little bit more Frank's there. We're just kind of guessing, eyeballing. You know what? We just make it do. what we do, let's get stirred up here. And we're just going to let this go on medium heat while we wait on those wings. Oh, we need our butter. Can't forget our butter. All right. Just going to let that simmer. We'll be back to check on it in a little bit. All right, we got that up to a little boil there. We want to bring it back down. We don't want to boil it. We just want to simmer it a little bit. So we brought that back down to low just to simmer. Let's check back in on those wings. It's been 20 minutes. Check our temperature on these. They're crispy. We're at about 132. We're going to go ahead and flip them over so that they don't burn all on one side there. And then we'll, yeah, see, they're nice and crispy on the one side. We'll flip them over and we'll check back in another 15 minutes. Check on the temperatures here. 170. Oh yeah. Yep, 170. So we're going to get those pulled off, get them sauced up, and then we'll give them a try. Let's get them crispy smoked chicken wings sauced up here and plated. We made our buffalo sauce here. We're going to put a little bit of it in the bottom, and we're going to just toss those wings in. We're going to leave a couple out unsauced just in case. This is smoking and drinking. Might want to try them unsauced. All right, then we're just going to pour the rest over. Get them all good and sauced up. Make sure they all get coated real good here. Speaking of getting sauced, as I promised earlier, give you a little sneak peek of our Mojito Style Wine. I call it TS Mojito. Why do I call it that? Well, I try to name my wines something special. I try and make something unique for each of the family members. My daughter's boyfriend doesn't really like alcohol, doesn't like beer, doesn't like whiskey, but he likes mojitos. So I made a Mojito Style Wine. Be sure and check that video, and you'll enjoy that too. So let's get these plated. Make a little room here. Oh, those smell good. Gotta have some presentation here, don't we? All right, we'll set that aside for now. Don't those look good? And then, of course, I enjoy mine with blue cheese dressing. So let's just give one of these a try here. Those are delicious. Crispy, juicy, a little bit of smoky flavor to it. That's awesome. All right, that's it. As always, thanks for tuning in to Smoking and Drinking and bearing with me with the wind here. And Prost.